Hello everyone and welcome back to another Cricket Captain 2023 video where today we are going to be going over the long-awaited internet game process. How does it work? What is it even all about? Until recently, I had absolutely no idea either. I honestly have heard of this being a thing, Cricket Captain, and people liking it and really enjoying it. But I will say that when I had a crack at the internet game recently for the first time, I was blown away. I absolutely loved it, especially just for the way that it actually all turns out. Straight away, we're going to get into the tutorial today on how to play it, what is it all about, and is it any good when you start to play it. So here we go. We've got internet game is all you need to push here, and it comes up with we'll have to connect to the internet and all that stuff. So we're going to connect. Great. Okay, checking server for updates. Boom. If you have an account, you have to click here. Oh, okay, right, and then it signs me up. Or you have to type username, password, online key, and all that other stuff. So I'm going to actually click here because I do have an account. Okay, great. I need my online key, username, and password. And as you can see, I filled out the details. Hopefully this actually does work, but I'm gonna log in here. Here we go, logging onto the server. And the username has not been found on the server. Oh, wait, what? So essentially how the online game works for Cricket Captain, to actually get a login, you have to actually go ahead and click on the link that the game gives you to go and get an online key on the Childish Things website. You go and type the email in, they'll send you the key in your email, and you basically go into the game and you type that alongside the username and the password that you want to use for your account to basically get into the game. I do want to have a disclaimer here because I've just found out now, your online key will work for any Cricket Captain game. As long as you have your email, I'm pretty sure it's going to be sweet. You can just type in your online key, but you're going to have to make a new username every single game that you want to play the internet game on, because for example, I played on Cricket Captain 2018 with the internet game when I did it the other day, versus here on Cricket Captain 2023, I've had to again remake my account with the same sort of credentials again, but just typing it into the new game because I guess each game is separate from the last for the online game. So that's just a disclaimer. Keep that in mind moving forwards for Cricket Captain 2024, 25, and any past games as well. You're gonna have to remake your account for each game that you want to play the internet game on. But again, it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. They've got all the boxes there. If you're a new user, you click here. So that's where it comes back to this page here that I was talking about before. If you want to get an online key, you're going to have to register at childishthings.com/network key, and you'll find the info box there that you can type in your email and get a network key sent to your email, which you type into the box which is highlighted right now. You've got your password obviously, and you type your username. And again, if you do already have an account, so if you're re-logging in onto a game that you've already played the internet game on, grab that in, save it, bang, beautiful, there we go, straight into the game. We can actually get into the good part here. All your save files will be linked right here. As you can see, I actually don't have my West Indian save file on this current version of the game. This is kind of just the overview of the internet game when you first jump onto it. So I'll just explain again what everything is. You can see that your file name is obviously on the far left. Your online name, I guess, will be your team name that you want to call that team when you play other teams. You've got the actual team that it's actually called in the game, and you've got whether it's registered or not. When you jump into the online game and you play against other teams, all the players that play in the internet game accrue stats or gather stats next to their name, which will show up in your actual save file when you're playing in the normal offline game version of Cricket Captain. That's where if you don't want that to happen for your team, you can actually click retire team. You can say, nah, now that it's registered to play online games and stuff, you can actually retire that team and say no more online games for that team anymore. In this case, I'm going to click continue, so it's going to actually register my team. I'm going to just type in James. Sure, that's my team name. How original. Would you like to log in with your international team as well as my domestic team? You will receive more challenges if you do so. So challenges in the game, basically, they're challenges by other players against your team to play against other teams. So I'm explaining it very poorly, but you'll see in a moment here, registering the team name, and it's just going to update my team details, and bammo, here we go. The good stuff. It makes more sense when you get onto the screen. It's kind of like Big 11 or Ultimate Team for the Cricket 22 or Cricket 24 versions of the game over on the Big Ant side of the games, because essentially you can pick from all the players within your own save file of the game to play another team with. So I don't know if I can actually pick a team per se here, which is a bit of a shame, but I can actually show you a screenshot of the game I did actually play with the internet game with a different save. Those sort of menu options of what the team selection looked like when trying to play the internet game for Cricket Captain 2018, which I did do the other day. There are 1 users online, so I guess I'm the only user in the whole world currently on Cricket Captain 2023 for online versions, although apparently Sandy is turned up here, so maybe Sandy's actually also online. So you can actually... Oh, I've been challenged by Sandy right now. Okay, great. This is great. Sure, let's play a game. Okay, this is live. I can't believe this is happening as I'm recording this video. Here we go. We've been challenged by Sandy. So you can kind of see the menu screen, if you will. You can see the batting highlights. So if you want it to show all runs, there you go. You've got 4+ runs, wickets and chances for the bowling highlights. You can change it again if you want. You can see the time reserve. Oh yeah, that's overall across the whole game. Points for winning and losing. You can see my rating underneath my name, and you can see this random user who's turned up online, Sandy, is apparently ready to go. So I guess we'll jump in. We'll see how this goes here, but you can kind of see the gist of the online game. So here I am. I'm taking on India with the New Zealand T20 international team. Again, I can select basically from anyone in the country. I don't know how long this team selection menu lasts for because I've seen it's quite short. Okay, well the opponent has disconnected from the server, but you can kind of see the selection screen that was going on there. It's pretty much like any other normal Cricket Captain game. It's just for the fact that you can play against another opposition player online with your exact sort of team that you want to play with from your save file. So it was super cool when I was doing my 2031 New Zealand side on Cricket Captain 2018 because I could play with all these sorts of players who obviously are all kind of regen players, if you will, in the game, but they're super, super cool and different, and I could play against another opponent who has their own sort of different players who, again, their version of New Zealand in 2040 you can play the internet game with. So it's super cool. I can't believe I haven't tried this earlier because a few people have recommended I give it a go. I'm very glad I have tried it out now. So if you are not being challenged by the offline version of Cricket Captain, definitely give it a go. There's absolutely no harm in doing so. You seem to get some sort of rating as well when you, I guess, play the game. So as you can see here, Regio Star is the best rated player in the game of Cricket Captain 2023 when it comes to the online version. He's only lost 1 game ever in the history of games that he's ever played, so that's pretty cool. That you actually kind of get like a rating system if you win games, lose games, just like the online version of Cricket 22 would be, except it's for Cricket Captain, which is super cool to see. I am surprised that I've only got into it now, having realized that it is played out this way. I didn't think this is how the internet game would work. I thought it would kind of work that you kind of just pick generic teams and not from your actual save files. So that's super cool to see as well, because if you log out, it actually tells you as well when you try and log out, would you like to remain logged in, because then you can receive notifications of challenges when you play, while you play a single player game, sure. But I think when you actually go into the game, as you can see, I've got Chad Bowes here in the game. You see these blank spots under the batting, for example. Those are actually all rows of international stats against online players. So if you played a game online, it actually saves your player stats against your player. So for example, I'm back on Cricket Captain 2018, and if I go through to my team's stats here to Mike Heath, you can actually see it says Network 20 International. So that's from the 1 game I played online, had a go with it, and as you can see, it actually comes up with all the stats from that game. But you can actually see it goes against his career stats, which is awesome to see. So if you do super well, your stats can go against your own name, which makes the online version of the game super interesting as well, because you can kind of see maybe if someone's doing super well in the online game, that maybe you should be picking them in the actual career mode itself. I've kind of had that with one of my players who did really well in the online game, and I went, well, maybe I should be picking him more often, because he got 2 for 17 and 4 overs. That is the internet game explained for Cricket Captain 2023. I do actually have a video recorded of my internet game against Ice Plays Cricket. Of course I had to play it against Ice Plays Cricket. That will be coming out in the future, so definitely stay tuned for that. Otherwise, let me know your thoughts on whether you are going to be playing the online game for Cricket Captain 2023 or for any of the older versions. Do you actually play it a lot? How much experience do you have in the online game? Because I am freshly new into this space and I've only just kind of realized how cool and awesome and fun this game mode could be if only I played it more. Definitely considering playing more games, so let me know down in the comment section what you think of the Cricket Captain internet game. And until the next Cricket Captain video, everyone, take care, everyone.